Hey guys, what's up? For this tutorial, we're gonna go over composition. Okay, it's not something that I can show you guys through just talking. Obviously, it's something that I have to physically show you guys on the computers. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna go to our website and we're gonna look at some of the best photography work that we've done and understand composition as well as possible. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so we'll start right at the top right away. Okay, the first thing that you want, let this load real quick. The first thing that I want you to notice, look, it's very oriented well, meaning it's not like sideways at all. It's very much in sync, more or less, with the lines present. Right, could be a little bit better, but more or less it's good. Rule of thirds is being applied. You see, they're on the far right side, okay, and they're nicely in focus, okay. And I did pose this couple beforehand, okay, and notice that the pillars are straight, and I'm cutting this pillar right here, and the focus is directly on them. It's very obvious where they need to look. All right. This is another good one. One thing that I did break is I broke the rule of don't cut at the joints. But this was a moment that I couldn't miss. They were laughing, someone said a joke, and they were laughing, and I had to quickly capture it. So yes, I did screw up on the joint part, but guess what? It is nicely in focus. This is still a beautiful image. Alright? Rule of thirds is being applied. Both of them are more or less on the right and the left side of it. And there's not too much negative space, just a little bit. But more or less, this is a good image as well. This right here, bam. There's a lot going on right here. This is a close-up. Remember, you're a butterfly. Not all pictures are going to be wide like this. This is a medium. This is called medium shot. This is a wide shot. So, not this one. I'm sorry. This is called a wide shot. So you notice that there's a variation of different angles already, right? Wide, medium, like this one. Close-ups. You see, you have to have variety and diversity in your shots. Very, very important. Everything's nicely in focus, and it looks great. Rule of thirds is also being followed because some of this is here. They're holding hands. There's a lot going on here. Okay? Boom. The main emphasis of that, by the way, was the rings. So we wanted to show the ring. So that was that. Okay? Again, rule of thirds. We had the husband on this side. Maybe if I had some more room here, that would also be okay, but this is more or less a nice shot. Alright, let's see. I think we can go to another album. Let's move along. This is a nice, really nice cinematic shot. By the way, this was some of my earliest gigs I've ever done. So I used to use a low quality camera. But if you notice, rule of thirds is immediately being followed. The subject is over here. This is highly cinematic because we have an element in the foreground, meaning in front of us, that's out of focus, which is her, and we're getting her reflection. Boom, beautiful. You see, nice, creative, and cinematic. Again, the rule of third is let's load first, and then we'll talk about it. The rule of thirds is being followed. I'm not cutting the joints. There's nice, probably like 1 inch of room on this side. They're fully on the left side, and it's a beautiful picture. The blur in the background. We're not cutting joints as much. A little bit here, but more so. It's okay. It's good. All right. What else? Let's see. What's another good one? Bam. Check this out. Rule of thirds is being followed. We have another element in the foreground, out of focus. She's pinning her dad. They're smiling at each other. This is posed. It looks candid, but it is posed. That's the sign of a good photographer. You make posed moments even look candid sometimes. You know, I said, all right, pin each other, smile at each other. Boom. I took the picture, and they were genuinely smiling at each other, even though I told them to first start smiling. Once they started looking into each other's eyes, father and daughter were smiling at each other. Beautiful. Okay. Same thing here. Very, very similar situation. They were doing the vows. I went around behind the bride, and then from his perspective, I put him in focus because I want to show what he's feeling at that moment. And you can very well see. I'm not cutting any joints. There's nice room on all sides. Okay? Excellent photo. Boom. Rule of thirds. right, left, kiss is happening right in the middle. There's not much negative space, right? It looks beautiful, intimate. I feel the emotions going on right in the picture. Okay. What else? Let's see. These photos were taken by another photographer. These I did, but this was taken by photographer Maggie, who is no longer doing photography with us. But one thing that I did like about these photos was that they were quite artistic. Okay, like I really like this one. She told them to, guys, I want you to walk away from me, and they were walking away, and it's beautiful. You got the flowers in the background, they're right, holding hands, you know. So I told you before, generally speaking, you want to follow the rule of thirds, but unless you're really good and you want to get experimental and creative, you can put the subject in the middle. Sometimes it looks really good, like this situation. Alright? Other than that, you know, everyone complains about dancing photos. They're so hard to take, you don't know what to frame, but you can make them look very, very beautiful. You see how the lighting looks nice here? This is because of the flash. It's nice and even lighting, and we are following the rule of thirds. The editor probably should have cropped a little bit more, maybe crop this person out, but more or less it's good. You have the subjects on the right and the left side, and there's a lot going on here. It looks great. All right, same as not this picture, this one, same as here. Bam, we're nicely capturing the action. Freeze frame. Remember, you need a fast shutter for this because they're moving around, and if you have a slow shutter, you're going to get a lot of motion blur. It's not going to look good. Okay? This is by the amazing and wonderful Mona. You guys know who Mona is. Some of the most epic shots and composition in the history of QP. Great job. Beautifully in focus. We have elements on the right side, the left side, where we're nicely cut. Everything is in the center, not too much negative space. And very, very, really nice picture. Excellent. Same as this this picture here. As you can see, we have subjects on the right and the left, not too much negative space, looks good. Group shots. Now group shots are the only time it's actually really hard to do rule of thirds. So in this case, group shots, you have to kind of just put them in the middle, because you know it's such a huge there's so many subjects that we have to kind of put them in the middle. Okay, and you can always do creative things like this. This is really cute and really nice. All right, what else? Let's jump ahead. Amazing, amazing, epic picture. This was taken at a 1.8 aperture, ring shot, beautiful composition. Again, Mona took this one, really well detailed. You see the skin, you see the henna, you see the ring. It's flawless. This is another example of putting the subject in the middle, but making it look really good. All right, and when you get good with photography, you will be able to do that for sure. All right. Composition, you see, these are artistic pictures, guys. Study the pictures on our websites. Study the work of other existing good photographers. You know, rule of thirds, boom, nicely composed, not a lot of negative space, right? They're looking at each other. This is posed, guys. This is posed, right? Decor shots. This is decorations. This is obviously a worshiping ceremony going on, but decor shots, someone went real close up and took this beautiful composed picture of this little statue doing the worshiping thing. Okay. Action shots, there's so much going on, but remember, if you have the photographer's eye, which you guys will all develop, you know where to look, you know how to position it, you know how to frame it. So much going on here, but this photographer could have done anything, but they made the right choice, and they took a beautiful crisp shot of the brother of the groom playing the drums. All right. This guy, he was being lifted at the time, and boom, not too much negative space. Everyone's laughing. Bam, capture that beautiful moment. Don't let it slip. All right. Again, this is a brilliant picture. We cut out everyone else for this moment. We focused just on him. Bam, he's looking into the camera. You can tell he's happy. You can tell he's having a good day, and we are making all the focus go to him. All right. Let's see what else. Another good picture here. This is great. I love this picture as well. Mona again. Shout out to Mona. All the hands. You see all the hands. Just, you know, hands in his face, and you see the, you know, his excitement, and You know, he's like, ah, don't put it on my face. You know what I mean? Well framed, well cut, colors beautiful, everything looks great. Well exposed, lighting, right? Beautiful. This is what composition is, guys. All right. Let's see if we can skip ahead a little bit. Rule of thirds, if you notice, right? Party shots, fast shutter. Make sure everything is captured. So much going on. I love this guy. He's partying hard. This was at a Sweet 16. We framed it very well. Looks great. All right. I want to show you guys the cake. The cake was good too. This is very beautiful. This was actually an establishing shot. The guests were coming in, but look, well framed. We're not cutting anything. We didn't cut the gold part. We didn't cut the cake. We didn't like miss any part of the cake. We're showing the entire thing. We got the rule of thirds. Looks good. You know, everything's in focus. This was also shot at 1.8. So I'm telling you, if you can do 1.8 very well, trust me, it looks very beautiful. These are the decor shots I was telling you guys about. Remember, with both photo and video, take some beautiful decor shots because people spend a lot of money on decorations. Okay. That's it. That's a quick tutorial on composition. You guys, I'm sure, have already studied posing. So that shouldn't be something that we have to cover, but this was a quick tutorial on photography composition. I'll catch you guys at the next tutorial. All right.